What's going on, everybody? Oof. Welcome back to the channel. Today, it is continuation of yesterday and of all the other days for like the last couple of weeks. Today, we're going to take a look at the market. We are going to, the norm, take a look at our tokens and and I just want to share a few words, towards the end. But yeah, let's get to it, guys. If you like this content, please hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, and this is not financial advice. Let's get to it. All right. So we got ourselves here the fear and greed index. Okay, it's at 49. Now, I was telling you guys it's probably going to go somewhere in the orange. Who knows? Maybe in the red. At the rate that things are going and how people are feeling out there. And this is the whole thing that I was thinking about today. I was like, oh man, today when I make the video, I got to show my face. Not that I don't want to, it just, this is a learning curve for me. I had not been able to do this to be able to add my the camera to the video, yada yada. So it's still a work in progress. Okay, so bear with me. But I decided, if there was a bet, the best day to try to figure this thing out, it would be today. And the reason why I feel that way is because you know uh, in a day like today where a lot of things are in red, I want to let you guys know that I'm not backing down, right? I am going to continue moving forward. This is not the first time that I've seen, you know, people thinking that practically everything is done and over with, and that's not the case at all. Okay, I mean, I don't think, this is it. Everything is going to zero, yada yada yada. And so this is kind of like my way of telling you guys, like I'm not going anywhere. I'm here for you guys. Uh, some other influencers, things get a little rough. They kind of remove themselves from the equation until things get a little better again. It's not me. That's not my MO. And so uh, it's easier for me to actually not show my face when things are going good than when things are going bad. And things are not going too well, and we're going to take a look at that. So that's the reason why today I felt like, oh man, you know what? I need to show my face. Like hardcore, I gotta make sure that I show my community, my viewers, some of you guys I almost consider as friend. We communicate through the comment section, almost on a daily basis, and I'm truly grateful for that. So today, let's look at the market. Like I said, just bear with me. You know, the image of my face is gonna go away for a little bit, but I'll bring it back. I just want to give you guys, the full view of, what we're looking at in the screen without me having to be in the way. And so let's refresh this. And yeah, pretty much bad stuff, so we're pretty neutral. I mean, honestly, this should be like even further down in the orange because it's that bad out there. I mean, look at Bitcoin, guys, under $60,000. The last 24 hours is dropped over 7%. And you may be asking, oh, why? What happened? Why is this happening? Well, there's a couple of things. One, apparently Germany has been selling a whole bunch of Bitcoin and they've been dumping it on the open market. Like they did not do OTC or anything like that. They just dumped the stuff out there. And so that has kind of started a little bit of a cascade. Then there was the news that Mt. Gox is going to start um, allocating the money, for, the people, the users that that are going to get their bitcoins back. They're going to start distributing that next month. And so that also FUD just continue the bleeding. And so it's what it is. In the last 7 days, Bitcoin is down almost 11%, which is completely bananas. Okay. And so that's what's going on with Bitcoin, Ethereum, also in a dumpathon, and so is everything else. I mean, Ton was the only thing that was kind of like, and even Ton has taken a little bit of a dump there. And I mean, we just look down, go down, down, and it's just what it is. What is this? Not sure what token this is. This Leo. I'm not about to look at this right now. You know what? Okay, okay. We gotta take a look at this. All right. This is pretty interesting. And what is this about this Leo? I'm not entirely sure. So, okay, let's see about Leo. What is news? Is in what founders of Uh, sure. What is Unu's? Oh, oh, there. It's nothing here. Nothing to see here, apparently. iPhoneX. Okay. All right. So let's see. Any news? Next, we're going to explode. Achieving good returns. All right. I don't really know what this token is. This Leo token, but let's go back. Go back. Let's go back. And so, yeah, it's one of the very, very few that's actually in the green. So, yeah, a lot of dumpy dumps, a lot of dumpy dumps. And K Render is trying to do a little something. And where is Pepe? Pepe, we must have passed Pepe. Yeah, Pepe. Pepe also $4.5 billion has dropped a little bit last 24 hours. And Lido is doing quite well. Injective, I saw that earlier, is trying to, you know, distance itself from the rest. BitTensor, man, BitTensor just continues on a dumpage. So $273 per token. Phantom, also trying to distance itself. And Dog with Hat, Dog with Hat, look at that. 30.5% down, $1.66. So, man, Ando also um, trying to recoup some of the losses. I mean, the last 7 days still in the green, so not too shabby. Jasmine still in a downturn. Bonk, it's pretty much flat. Aave, and practically this is it. We always end around where Algorand is and 13 cents. So still, I mean, 1.44 in the last 24 hours is not as bad as a lot of the other tokens. And with that, let's take a look at the memes. And this is Mog. Whew, boy. Look at Mog. Mog is ripping it. Very, very, very cool. Congratulations, Mog people. You guys are doing quite well in this market. That's absolutely fantastic. Almost 47% in the last 7 days. So kudos to the Mog coin community. And this meme coin meme here. We got Pepe coin. And Pepe coin is down. Even though in the last hour is trying to get back in the game. Turbo also hurting a little bit, but in the last 7 days though, they are up 25%, so pretty good for the Turbo fam. Now, I think that a lot of this green has to do with tomorrow's news. I don't know if it is that they're going to be listed on a tier one exchange or whatnot, but I don't know if this little bit of movement was because of that. But it may be a buy the rumor, sell the news, like a lot, like you know, most of the action that happens in the space. So, you know, but in the meantime, holding on pretty good with that 26% in the last 7 days, even though it continues to go down a little bit here. So, yeah. So we'll keep an eye on Turbo also. And what else was I going to say? And then we have Popcat here doing quite well, almost 15% in the last 24 hours, even though it's about 3% in the red the last hour. But this is still pretty good. Even in the last 7 days, it's up over 6%, so not too bad. And here we go with non-playable coin. It continues to be on the green, at least in the last 7 days. The last 24 hours is almost 7% in the red. And so it's trying to move itself back to, um, you know, in better, greener territory. And Myro is pretty flat. DGen pretty flat. Apu pretty flat. Maga last 7 days still 14% in the green. And so, you know, trying to get back into greener pastures. For the last 24 hours, almost 9% in the red. Um, let's see. What else? Sorry, guys. Sending a text message to my wife about something there. Okay, now let's. Okay, so just a whole lot of reds. I mean, this is fantastic for pups, ordinals, guys, for those of us who have been holding pups. I mean, I know $7.62 is a far cry from where it was, but I mean, it's beautiful to see, 19% up in an hour. So, trying to recuperate a lot of the losses here. So, yeah, we'll take it. And all right. Okay, 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 okay. And so with that, let's take a look at Shido. Shido did okay. Was doing okay yesterday. Today, still not bad. I mean, that's pretty flat. 1% in the red, but it is going down a little bit. So, Okay, what else? We did take a look at Pepe coin. Um, Man, this price under $3 is a complete steal. Yesterday I bought some like around 309, and so if I thought 309 was a steal, y'all know what I think about this. I like this 27%, okay, increase in volume, so that's good. Let's see, Turvo, Turvo, uh, also a little bit down, I mean 9% in the red. Volume still up, which is good. Would be nice to see this a little bit uh, further up, maybe in the double digits or something like that. Kind of a little bit like Pepe coin. That would be pretty cool. Let's see. And let's take a look at Kyrgyzstan. Okay, we got Kyrgyzstan. I DCA a little bit more on Kyrgyzstan. Was it yesterday also? Maybe. So I'm not doing too hot on this token, but again, this is a DGen play. Is 0%. I mean, well, this market cap, but look at this, 13% down in the last 24 hours. So, you know, hopefully we see a complete U-turn, and hopefully this thing goes up pretty significantly. Like I said, I bought some Kyrgyzstan. I don't know if it was around this price or let me see. Is this even? No, it was a little bit higher. Maybe like what, four? I don't know. It was in the four something, maybe 430, 440, something like that. So, I mean, this thing goes to 4 million from here, and that's a 10x. Can it go to 4 million? Yeah, I think it did like 3 million or something like that just not long ago. So it could definitely do that. So that's Kyrgyzstan and Tucker has gone up a little bit, even though we have a 4% in the red. But I think it was yesterday or something like that. It was, I think, under 16.016. I think it was under that. So we'll take it, or no, even today. Yeah, today. So, I mean, not it's bad in comparison. I mean, look at this market cap, $17 million when Tucker was around 70 million. Okay, $70 million not long ago. So, food for thought there. And last but not least, we got Based AI, and Based AI also not immune to all the craziness, and so about 8% in the red. And the volume also pretty neat. We got pretty decent amount of volume. Hopefully this helps. Hopefully this is not volume and to the downside, but who knows? A lot going on. A lot of selling at least. And is there anything in Twitter? So I posted this today. Be relentless in achieving your goals. Don't let anything distract you. While others continue to focus on silliness like hawk to a girl, choose your steps, okay, towards your next goal. This is what you need. I mean, this is what I do. A lot of people are focusing on all the really insignificant things that happen on the internet. Well, what we should be focusing on is your next steps, okay? The next steps towards your next goal. Crypto is presenting a huge entry opportunity, but most are wasting their time on silliness. Your time. And what do I mean by your time? This is your time. This is your time. This is your time. Forget about, next cycle. This is your time. I know it's hard. I mean, this place is like so bearish. By the way, this is my Twitter account at StarandJess7. I know some of you guys have asked, you know, um, if I could share this. And so here I am. And this is me with my wife. And so, um, yeah, so I'm trying to get a little bit more active here. So from time to time, I might post something here. If you guys are following, you know, hit like, retweet if possible. If you want to comment, you can comment as well. And so, yeah. So, and I put some of my videos also here. Well, not some. I started putting my videos also in Twitter. So I expose it to more people, I guess. And so, and we have Ansem here, 100, please buy Bitcoin. It's just a lot of like bearishness, complete bearishness. Kyle Chase here, the easiest thing you can do right now is sit on your hands and wait for the market to show you a real direction. And he is not wrong. I mean, sometimes the best things to do is to do nothing. No point in trying to catch knives here. You won't time absolute bottom, that's fine, but you'll be right on time for the move back up once direction is shown. And so, but this is the type of things that we are seeing. You can almost palpate how bearish a lot of people are. And so, and this is the Korean number one trader, Sato. He just keeps getting wrecked after wrecked after wrecked after wrecked. And so, I mean, I feel bad for the guy, but these times they're hard. And somebody gets sell on the phone. And so, this is kind of like the feel, you know, of what a lot of people are feeling, especially these big, huge influencers. And so, which brings me to, all right, the psychology of a market cycle. I'm sure you guys have seen this before, and a lot of people have different ideas of where we are at. I'll tell you for sure, we're definitely not here in optimism. We're definitely not in belief. We're definitely not in thrill. We're definitely not in euphoria. Um, I don't think we are in complacency. Um, we may be either, I don't know, maybe anxiety, maybe somewhere down here, but honestly, it's looking more like we are in panic. Okay? Because there's a lot of people feeling like, oh man, like maybe they feel like they need to just give up. Other people are selling, so if other people are selling, maybe you should too. So maybe we're somewhere around here. I mean, if we look at Bitcoin, Bitcoin definitely looks like it's in panic mode because I mean, it's just been just on a dumpathon, okay, for the last few days for sure. So maybe that's what's happening. It's either that or maybe people are capitulating and they're getting 100% out of the market. But if this is what's happening, people are going to regret this in a massive way, okay? In a massive way. And because then anger will come into place. And then after that, we're going to have some depression, you know. But then when things start going back up again, it's going to be disbelief. And, once you start hitting the believe, thrill, these people that capitulated down here, okay, they'll come back in. somewhere around here between belief, thrill, and euphoria. But more around the thrill and euphoria uh, area because, you know, they don't understand that there's a cycle in the market and they think that it's over. Everything is going to zero. And it's just so crazy how people fall for this over and over and over. And I mean over and over and over and over again. Over and over again. It's like we don't learn, this psychology. We don't learn. That's why, since the beginning I've been telling you guys, hey, don't don't trust your emotions. Trust your instinct, trust your resolve, trust your gut, right? Sometimes that does tell you a lot. Trust, but don't trust your emotions, guys. You, if we were to trade according to our emotions, we would never succeed. We would always capitulate when we don't need. We will always sell low and we will always buy high. So you need to change that way of thinking, because once again, once we get to this disbelief here, okay, the disbelief, then hope will come again and we'll come back up. But I'm pretty sure we got to be somewhere between denial and capitulation. We got to be somewhere around here. Somewhere around here. And so, but probably more in this panic capitulation area. So, I mean, that's what I think, honestly. Um, and so this brings me to, if you guys have a goal set in mind, don't lose sight of that goal that you have in mind. Don't lose sight. You've you've come this far, you know, to just drop everything and go back. Like, this is my way of thinking, all right? Maybe you're in a situation where maybe you need to sell everything. And hey, listen, everybody's situation is not the same. And so, um, maybe you are going through some rough times. If that's the case, it's completely understandable. Now, for those of you who don't have to, just think, you know, yes, in this psychology, okay, of a market cycle, we're probably going to feel some more pain. I get it. It's not the best feeling. It's not what we want, but the market is not, and I was telling this to one of my viewers, the market is not going to hand this to you. It's not going to hand you wealth. Okay. I mentioned that in a video that I did maybe like a month and a half, 2 months ago, I think it is. Yeah, I think it was like 2 months ago. Wow, that went fast. And the market is going to test you. Absolutely, every fiber in your body is going to test everything. And if you're not willing to go through that, then you are going to capitulate down here. You're going to. Because you're not going to be able to continue to withstand the rest of this dip, right? And so you have to be as relentless as possible, as focused as possible, as determined as possible, as cold as possible, um, to be able to just say, you know what, this is part of the process. And there is a, let me see if I could find it. Let's see, Bitcoin. Let's see, journey. Uh, I don't know. Let's see. That's a good. Gonna put graph, or let's see if anything shows up here. But no, I don't see it. Um, no. So uh, let's see. Bitcoin's hard journey. Let's see if. Um, yeah, no, I'll find it. Well, there's a picture that pretty much, like, you have to go through like a complete odyssey, like a complete, the journey is so hard to get to, to the goal where you want to get at. But then people will say, oh, you were lucky, this and that. You weren't lucky. You had to go through times like this. Okay? You had to go through the complacency. You had to go through the anxiety. You had to go through the denial. You had to go through the panic. Where everybody else that says that you were lucky capitulated down here, you still continue to go down, okay? You had to deal with the anger. You had to deal with the depression. You had to deal with that disbelief again. And because you were able to withstand all this yellow here, the orange, this red right here, which is just completely crazy, you know, then the market rewards you, okay, going back up. I don't know how many of you guys were in the market in 2021. And when 2022 came around, man, and everything just went downhill, it was very, very, very hard. It makes all this look like nothing, okay? Because having, the Luna crash, boom, I lost a whole lot of money in Luna. Then, then you have these exchanges that were just going down under. I lost most of my tokens in Voyager. I had to restart practically all over. Again, the only thing I was able to salvage was my Bitcoin. I was able to get it out just in time before Voyager stopped withdrawals. But then everything else, all my Ethereums, practically gone. Everything, my Solana is gone, my Cardano is gone, my everything gone, guys. So my skin is quite thick, okay? Is what I'm trying to tell you guys. And you're gonna have to build some of that, okay, in this process. But it'll help you, okay, be able to withstand all the heat that may be coming our way, you know. If we are somewhere over here, then get ready. We are going into some really hard time. And so just preparing you guys if that's the case. If we do end up bouncing from here, hallelujah, we praise God for that. But if not, we'll also praise God for this hard time because this will prepare us, okay, for the next leg up. All right. And for those that have some dry powder, this is going to be an amazing opportunity, okay, to average, down lower. Again, some of you guys that watch this channel, you're kind of a little concerned about how your average, is higher than you'd like. And I'm going to tell you once, and I'm talking about like Pepe Coin, Base AI, and such, but I'm telling you guys that once we break through this, uh, this part of this psychology cycle here, and we start going back up, and we hit some of the prices that we are counting on seeing, you guys are going to see those averages and you're going to be like, oh, wow, I was crying about those averages. Like, I was looking at that and I was like, oh, man, like, okay, like, I'm glad that I stuck around. That's probably what's going to happen. And then there's going to be all the other people that have been like sitting on the side that were like, whatever, or those that capitulated, okay, because they were like, oh, no, I'm getting out of here. And when they start seeing Pepe Coin at 20 bucks, at $40, at 80, $100, they're gonna be like, why did I ever sell? And so then guess what they're gonna do? They're gonna buy in again, just like what was it? There was a, let me see, you know, let's see, I think it was Bitcoin. Let me see. I think it was here that I saw it. If not, maybe it was somewhere else. But you normally have the two lines, right? I'm sure you guys have seen. Maybe it's not here. No, it's not here. But you guys have seen. Let me see if I Bitcoin two lines to buy. Let's see if. So normally you see like two lines, right? Like here, right? So you want to get Bitcoin at $9,000. So this was a while ago. There's nobody buying Bitcoin at $9,000, but a whole bunch of people buying it at 20,000. And so, here we go. Doge 5. Okay, so you see all this. The same thing is going to happen with Pepe Coin, where Pepe Coin, it's going to be like, oh, um, $3, $4, $5. There's going to be, those of us that are now buying, we're buying like crazy. And then we're gonna see Pepe Coin or Base AI at $100, and you're gonna have all these people trying to get in. And so, but that's just how it goes. People think that when the price is so low, the project is dead and it's worthless. And when prices are high, then that means that the project somehow is better. It's the same project. It's the same Bitcoin. It's the same Pepe coin. It's the same base AI, right? The teams are still building. The teams are still, improving on the projects. But somehow, people, I don't know. It's the same project. Nothing has changed. You see, and that's the thing. Most people, they just worry about this number here. Forget about this number for now, okay? This number will follow all the bullish news that we have been hearing. I mean, how in the world are we like in so much red when there is an Ethereum ETF coming soon? Anyways, don't let anybody FUD you out, okay? That almost sounded like a hip hop song or something. But don't let anybody, you know, remove from your mind that which you already, uh, uh, that which you already have, your eyes set on. You have your goals. Continue to pursue your goals. You know, Don't be moved by emotions, guys. That's all I'm trying to say. And that's everything that all that we're seeing here is just emotion. It's just emotion. People just selling, yeah, you have FUD. I mean, you do have some fear, uncertainty, and doubt. You do have some stuff that are, some bearish news, but you also have a whole lot of bullish news, right? So, come on. You know what you've been holding up until now, okay? And if you don't, it's because you need to do more homework. Maybe you're buying things because you are seeing influencers, other people talking about it. And I keep telling you guys, don't do that. Do your homework. Do your homework. Once you do your homework, nobody's going to be able to take that away from you. Nobody. The market won't be able to shake you out. And that's what it's trying to do. The market will always shake out all the paper hands, all the lettuce hands, all the spinach hands, all the whatever hands, all the super weak hands, even the weak hands is gonna, I mean, sometimes even the moderate hands, it will try to shake out. Okay? Anyhow, guys, enough ranting for today. I do hope that this helps you out in some way, shape, or form. It's time to do more homework. It's time to understand these projects that we are in. That will only strengthen our resolve. So, love you guys, and I'll see you in the next video. Take care. Bye bye.